Hey guys, it's me KSMR here, and today I'm going to be reading an Akaashi Keiji X-Listener. This one is titled Why, and yeah, without further ado, let's get right on into the video. You and Akaashi had been dating ever since your second year of high school. You guys did everything together, from eating lunch together to going to your favorite cafe on the weekends. So, why had he been so busy lately? The night was cold. You had woken up in the middle of the night due to the fact that you knocked your covers off of yourself. You and Akaashi usually turned off all the lights before you went to sleep, but there was still a bit of light in the room. While you reached for the covers, you had looked over to the other side of the bed to find where the dim light was coming from. A phone screen. You sat up as quickly as you could to glance over at your supposed-to-be sleeping boyfriend. He was on his phone. It seemed like he was just texting someone. You weren't able to see who or what the messages said. You laid back down, turning to the opposite way of Akaashi. He was probably texting his family. Couldn't be Bokuto or any of his friends. They were never awake at 3 a.m. on a weekday. That's what you made yourself believe. This wasn't the last time he began to act strange. You felt the distance between the two of you begin to grow. You didn't want to admit it to yourself that your once beautiful relationship was now falling apart. You trusted Akaashi with your whole heart. He would never cheat on you. He was your first love, as you were his. You were high school sweethearts. He told you that he would never break your heart. Why would he cheat? What reasons would there be? Exactly, he wouldn't. He loves you. He loves you. You ignored anything that you could that would give you bad thoughts, wanting this relationship to work out. Well, you tried to ignore his signs. He began coming home late. It's just for his job. Stop overreacting. You were always the one coming into bed, or you were always the only one in bed for most of the night. Him coming home smelling like different cologne than usual. When he came home during the day, it would usually be nothing more than a hey before going back to his office. You didn't mind. Sometimes he would come home with a bruise on his neck. Dang, why is he always getting hurt at work? You knew that he wasn't that clumsy. Who the hell gets bruises on their neck by getting hurt? Apparently Akaashi. One night, you went drinking with your friends, and you hadn't told Akaashi, assuming that he would be out late like he was most of the time. Your friends had walked you in your drunken state to your door, waving them off before fumbling your keys until you found the right one. Unlocking your door and stepping in, you closed it behind you. Luck seemed to be on your side. You looked up to see Akaashi. Akaashi? His arms crossed, a stern look. You rubbed your eyes as you began to sober up. Hey, he said, his voice filling the quiet room. Hey Akaashi, what are you doing here? You asked. What am I doing here? I live here. Why are you getting here so late? He uncrossed his arm, taking a few steps closer to you. Oh, sorry, I went drinking, you uttered, confused. Were you mad? Or, why are you mad? Oh, maybe he doesn't know that I know he comes home late. Or maybe he bought makeup to cover up his bruises. Still, hypocrite, hypocrite, hypocrite. Wyan, are you sure? You're not lying, are you? He asked with a worried look on his face. Lying? You fought back the tears that threatened to fall from your face. What about you? You had had enough. You come home late almost every single night. It hurt. You come home with unknown bruises that you thought that I didn't notice. His eyes were widened. Your eyes met his. Tears finally beginning to fall down freely from yours. Your face was relaxed. Your eyebrows were normal and your lips were relaxed as well. Tears ruining your makeup. He lunged himself at you, embracing you, sobs beginning to come out of your mouth. You're misunderstanding. I don't know what bruises you're talking about, but I've been coming home later than usual because I have to work overtime to earn more money, he explained. Oh, maybe I'm just delusional. You spent that night in his embrace, catching up with each other, laughing, rewatching your favorite movie. The distance had finally been closed. You were so excited to hear your boss dismiss you from work early. You grabbed your keys and rushed home. You and Akaashi had planned a date for tonight. You had time to relax with him before having to get ready. Life was finally beginning to look good again. You parked your car and got out, walking towards your house, pep in your step. Before you reached the door, it had already been unlocked. To your surprise, it was a woman. She had messy brown hair and sweats. She also had bruises that looked fairly familiar. She glanced at you before closing the door and walking away. Huh? You took your keys and unlocked the door, standing at the doorway. You were met with a shirtless Akaashi. He hadn't even turned around to see who it was, but he heard the door open. Miki, is that you? How did you get in? Did you forget? His words are stopped in his tracks as he looked at the door. He saw you. You were there. Your eyes looking watery, your arms dropping to your side. Why in? He stuttered out before making 2 steps towards you. Why? He said. What? It's not what you think. She's just a coworker, I promise. Then what's on your neck? He responded, straight-faced. His eyes widened, hand moving to cover his bruised neck. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to. You were just becoming so distant. He was now about 2 feet away from you. I'll change, I promise. He pleaded, now on his knees, as if he were begging for your forgiveness. Well, he was. Why? Your face had changed. It wasn't a poker face. You were genuinely crying. I still love you. You love me too, right? He asked, a hopeful smile on his face. He reached a hand out to you. You flinched. You almost went back. But not again. You rushed towards you and Akaashi's bedroom, locking the door behind you. You got your biggest suitcase that you had and packed all of your essentials into it. You heard Akaashi sobbing and hitting the door softly. You closed the luggage and opened the door. Hwan, what? Hey, what are you doing? He asked when he saw your luggage. Still not having heard the answer that you wanted, you asked once again. Why? What? Why do you... Before he could finish his sentence, you walked past him. You dropped your house key on the floor as you continued walking out of it. Akaashi standing at the doorway, eyes red from crying. You got into the car and left. You hadn't noticed, or you didn't know where you were going to go. But while driving, the question had popped up into your head. One question that you wanted to be answered. Why do people make promises they can't keep? Akaashi, this is a flashback. Akaashi? You asked, blushing. Yes, Hwan? He responded. I love you so much, you said before grabbing his hand. I love you too. He placed a kiss on your forehead. Please never break my heart, Akaashi. I promise I won't. I'd never lie or hurt you. Ooh, cheating AU? Ooh, we love how I had to go there again. I know I just posted a cheating one yesterday, but it's okay. Double cheating, I guess. I couldn't find any good fluff fix, so here's some angst again. Yes, I know, guys. It's fantastic. I love delivering on angst because making people suffer is fun. And I know you guys like angst. It makes you feel sad, and who doesn't like that? Anyways, it's just me being a fucking sadist. Anyways, if you guys enjoyed, make sure to subscribe and tap the notification bell so you get notified every single time I post a video. Tap that like button if you don't like Akaashi cheating on you, because who does? If you do, why? Do you just like getting heartbroken or what? Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed, and if you did, make sure to subscribe and tap the notification bell so you're notified every single time I post a video. Thank you guys for watching. You guys have a fantastic day, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Goodbye!